You won't become rich until you understand this critical truth. In the symbolic landscape that I am about to paint for you, these shiny marbles before us represent all the millionaires that exist in the world. Now pause for a moment and ask yourself this question. How many of these individuals do you think manage to pull in an average of $100,000 a year during their professional life? The answer might shock you. According to a comprehensive and well-researched study entitled The National Study of Millionaires, conducted by a reputable institution known as Ramsey Solutions, the percentage is merely 31%. Yes, just under one-third of those high-net-worth individuals have managed to accumulate their wealth not by earning exorbitant salaries, but through other means. Doesn't that pique your curiosity? It should, because it's a common misconception that high salaries are the only way to wealth creation. This, as the study indicates, is far from the truth. However, it doesn't stop there. The same study also unveiled an even more astonishing fact. It was revealed that a staggering 79% of the millionaires did not receive any form of inheritance from their parents or other family members. In other words, nearly 4 out of 5 millionaires are self-made, having amassed their fortunes without the aid of any familial financial support. So, this prompts the question, what is the secret that these millionaires know? What is the knowledge they possess that most people are oblivious to? And how can you, regardless of your current financial situation, join their ranks? Well, the journey to becoming a millionaire, even when starting from a low-income bracket, begins with asking yourself 4 crucial questions. These questions are not about your current income or your spending habits. They are not about your profession or your education. Instead, they delve deeper into your mindset, your approach towards money, and your willingness to take calculated risks. These inquiries act as the compass guiding you on your journey to wealth accumulation. Answering them honestly and accurately, first step in setting the right course. Once you can confidently answer yes to these questions, you've started laying the foundation to your potential fortune. So, what are these questions? Well, these questions revolve around your financial discipline, your investment strategies, your willingness to learn continually, and your resolve to persevere through the trials and tribulations that accompany the journey to financial freedom. Let me elaborate further on each question and guide you on the path to becoming a millionaire. Once you can answer yes to these questions, you are on the right path, not just to becoming a millionaire but to exceeding your own expectations even on a low salary. Let me explain. So when it comes to your finances, there are 2 main elements that you can manage and manipulate to your advantage. These are your income and your expenses. On the surface, this concept seems relatively simple and straightforward, doesn't it? Well, the truth, according to statistics and real-world data, tells a different, far more complicated story. In fact, over half of Americans with an annual income exceeding $100,000 are still living paycheck to paycheck. It's because their expenses are excessively high. This fact highlights a crucial point. It is not only about how much you earn, whether your salary is high or low, but rather how effectively you can manage these 2 financial levers that matter. Your ability to maneuver your income and expenses effectively is what creates a positive cash flow, the lifeblood of financial health and growth. To better illustrate this, let's engage in a brief, hypothetical exercise. Picture an 18-year-old fresh out of high school who manages to maintain a positive cash flow of $250 per month. Could this teenager, through diligent financial management, retire as a millionaire? The answer may surprise you, but yes, this young individual, by consistently saving and investing, could accumulate wealth amounting to approximately $1.1 million by their retirement age. Now, consider a 25-year-old, perhaps a young professional or a graduate student, who saves $500 each month. Would they, by following a similar trajectory, accumulate even more wealth? Astoundingly, yes. They would retire with a nest egg of around $1.3 million. Lastly, let's entertain the scenario of a 50-year-old, perhaps someone well into career or even nearing its peak, who manages to save $3,000 each month. Would they come close to the $1 million mark? Unfortunately, no. The high monthly savings, they could only amass around $950,000 by the age of 65. These examples underline the importance of early financial planning and discipline, especially while you're still young. The calculations used in these examples were based on 3 main assumptions. First, the individual's positive cash flow is diligently saved every month. Second, savings earn a yearly return of about 7%. It's important to note that you're unlikely to achieve this rate of return from a regular savings account. However, this is the average annual return of the 500, a commonly used benchmark for the US stock market. We'll delve into that in more detail later. Lastly, we assumed that the retiree at the age of 65. This gives us a consistent timeline to compare the results, showing the significance that time, consistent saving, and compound interest can have on your financial future. This shows why it's so important to start thinking this stuff while you are young. These calculations were based on 3 different factors. 1, their positive cash flow is saved every month. 2, they get an average yearly return of 7% on their savings. Now, won't get this from a savings account, but it is the average return of the S&P 500. We'll get into that later. And 3, they retire at 65 years old. So, what is the best lever to focus on to create positive cash flow? This question is something that piques everyone's interest. If you're wondering about it, then worry no more because we're going to delve deep into this matter. But where does one start? First things first, let's talk your expenses. They are an integral part of personal finance. Expenses are essentially what you spend your money on. This might not sound glamorous or exciting, I know it's not sexy, but it is a major part of the financial picture. It's like the unglamorous aspect of wealth creation that people often overlook. Yet, addressing it can do wonders for your financial health. Now let's think. How can you start monitoring your expenses better? That's where one of those money tracking apps come into play. These apps are a modern solution to an age-old problem, and their utility cannot be overstated. They provide real-time data about your spending habits that you can use to make informed decisions about your expenses. You'd probably be shocked at how many tiny payments are going out of your account each month. Not convinced? Try it yourself. You might be surprised to see all the small, insignificant-looking transactions that, when accumulated, form a significant chunk of your income. It's like a bucket with small holes. Each hole might seem insignificant, but together they can empty the bucket. Just think about all those subscriptions you don't even use. There are many of us who subscribe to a service initially for a trial, or because it seemed interesting at that moment. But then, we forget about it, and it just on draining money. Those alone may add up to over $30 a month. This is not a call to action to cancel everything you have subscribed to. I'm not saying to cancel the stuff you actually use, just the things you don't really care about. Ask yourself, are they really worth the money they are sucking out of your account each month? Let go of the services you are not actively using, and you will see a significant drop in your monthly expenses. One of the biggest financial burdens for most people is high interest debt, particularly credit card debt. It's like a monster that feeds on your hard-earned money. The high interest charges are like shackles preventing you from reaching your financial goals. Indeed, it's crucial to eliminate this debt as soon as possible. Paying it off should be your priority because the longer it stays, the it grows, making it harder for you to get rid of it. Always remember, the journey to a positive cash flow starts with understanding and controlling your expenses. Once you master this, the world of financial freedom is not far away.